Alrightio, let's ignore the starting soon. Let's jump into it, shall we? Now, I don't notice mod is actually a blinder. I'm probably should actually put that in the challenge quickly. Thinking about it, I'm being an idiot. Just quickly got it. Find on. Tag. Done. I never played this mod before, and they decided to play as a shire. I looked at the quality of their troops, and I realized that they utter garbage. And that we want to grab this. Everyone else is a free target if you want to take them over, but we essentially want to punch through Mordor and conquer its dark ashes. Which I assume is Baldur. Anyway. Oh, and it definitely should be Iron Man mode. And start. Oh, by the way, we are gonna have a fundamental issue as well, that these bloody Rangers of the North is we are basically a protectorate of these bastards, and we somehow will need to break away, otherwise we're paying that really sweet political power, whatever it's called, the really important one. And I decided to just, with my quick test run, to just attack them. They have like I have a 50% malus against them if I want to go to war. At least I'm fighting 50% less against them, and they also bring a couple friends. Like, I attacked them, they had like 15,000 or something. They just swarmed the land. I obviously pulled back to see what they bring. And I think I did one fight just test, and our troops just melted. Okay. Hey, sure, we can save the cloud. And the hobbit master race. That should be a great save name. And of course we want to read through the events, because the War of the Ring is actually going to be happening. That's the only thing I just quickly ask, if I'm able to steal the ring, because for fuck's sake, Frodo starts from here. We should be able to punch him out and grab the ring and start building up. But no, sadly everyone can mess up with the ring but us. I'm guessing we might gonna get some missions where maybe I will have them. I will not. I will just gonna have my own little empire, and if Mordor gets a ring and becomes super OP, that just increases the challenge, isn't it? Okay, anyway, Middle-earth is in turmoil. Disastrous plagues and invasions have caused many great realms to fall. Echelon 2, the 25th ruling Steward of Gondor, has just died. He is succeeded by his son Denethor II, who believes Gondor's defeat by strong forces of Mordor is inevitable. Right, he just got into power. Like Denethor in the movies, he's like an old man. Here he looks. Oh, he's actually old. He just looks pretty young as a character. Annoyingly enough, I don't know how quickly the war starts. I might only have a couple months. Ideally, I would want to build up the Shire as much as possible, and before the war begins. Anyway, after returning to Mordor in the 295, Sauron has been preparing for his final war to dominate Middle-earth, breeding immense armies of orcs and allying with the easily crafted nations of men to Mordor's south and east. Forces of Umbar threatened to attack Gondor's southern coastal subjects, while orc raids began to trouble the borders of Rohan. White Wizard Saruman has taken the fortress of Isengard and Granost as his own, causing some to question his intentions. Well, I would say to war, but I would say to economy instead. As it's... Look at this. At least we don't take much more damage, I suppose, and... Weight from supply limits is minus 85%, so we can really mass our troops at least. But look at this. And where is it? Oh, the worst one is the 87% by the way against those massive elephants, which just makes sense. But our soldiers are absolute garbage. Okay. First of all, missions. Build the capital of Devil. We definitely should start doing a big capital. Check. Is that what is it called? Yeah, it is. Dalvik. Well, we're definitely gonna do it. Okay, this improved my stability apparently. Invest in Dalvik. Okay, I lose 80, I can afford that. I lose 20 political points, and I will get a free province investment. Yeah, that's the usual stuff. Fund. Apparently, I'm also gonna get 5 stability. I can definitely do that. That's not a problem. Ensuring food security. Local population growth. That might be more in our interest to do straight away. Or I have to import. So okay, gonna click this. Did you do it? Not sure if you did. Anyway, let's import. I suppose. Hang on, which is the one I need to. Grain is good. Okay, let's just get it. Grain. Actually, I have already grain. What livestock? It's importing grain. Livestock is good, and that's more valuable. So let's get livestock. Not really gonna care about this. And we definitely should get ourselves some iron. Oh, everyone gets discipline but us. Sea forces, no. Mithril. I actually want a fucking mithril. What? I'm gonna import it from the Mines of Moria, from the orcs. Okay, we start as evil, I suppose. We definitely won that. This has a government laws. I definitely want more political influence. It's fine. Somebody is disloyal, but that's cool. Gonna get our stability back quickly. That's not gonna be a big issue. We needed that. Okay. Civic. Build cost, build time. It would be good to. Commerce is definitely good. We definitely can get you. Also gonna get you, and you I will need more political points. Okay, if you make it known in your country that all the alliances between men and elves are dead, and that he will not shy away from conflict if need be, and this will make a lot of people nervous and hesitant. It will also allow you to declare war on Your order lies once the current true spirit ends. Okay. Let's not do that just yet. Form Great Republic. Hang on. Nice. Actually, I need a lot of more stuff. Okay, that's part is sorted. Nah, let's see. Am I gonna get basic military experience? Yes, I will. Good. Because I will need to do stuff there because I realized that I can get some pops there. That's display for us. This is garbage. I probably should look at civics. And I will need multi-political influence this one. Look at you. Code of Rights, pop promotion. That's a pretty long trip. But plus 10% here twice. Okay, I need to grab you. We are doing it. Okay, that's all our things spent. Granted citizens. Okay, that's how we spent it. Oratory and religious. I could have done some more. So, but yeah, that was needed. Because these are just too valuable for us. Okay, so that's done. Decision is not needed. Pop growth is definitely something I'm interested in. Number of authors in those possesses is related to the city status territory. This number of authors is 3, which requires a metropolis. Cool. Oh yeah, I'm gonna build it up, so I'm gonna have more slots here anyway. I will definitely need a lot of pops. Yeah, for now I'm gonna take this. Points, happiness, civilization, integrated culture. I think I do want to get myself some other species on my side. Let's see what kind of. If we're gonna produce glass here, that's actually pretty decent. Anyway, let's start the time on actually looking at this thing is gonna be no way. Just give me a second. This is my very first. On this, I don't know where should I have the overlay. It's not in the middle. I actually don't need that spot for anything, so that's where it shall be. Basically, this shows. I just moved here where the lighting is, and like how my microphone and things like that work. Sure, you can just buy it. We're gonna need a lot of these points. Did we start the investment? No. Or is it just gonna give it to me automatically because I clicked this? Probably. And for now, we're just gonna need 20 points. Oh, and apparently I'm corrupt. So sad. Still Metropolis. We're definitely gonna complete this stuff. There's a lot of provinces around us, but none of them seem to have any pops, so there's actually not much point of taking it. Since in the Senate are divided between three parties, the parties' feelings of vote in our favor depends on how much they approve of our past actions. Yeah, we must in our capital developing her infrastructure and expanding her reach. Okay, good. Now, what do we want? We don't care about forts. Topkapi we have plenty. But realistically, it should be local improvement port routes. Okay, more roads. Maybe I need to think about what oratory craft we're gonna take. Actually, it doesn't show me until F20. And that brings troubling news from the horse lords of Rohan. Orc attacks have been increasing in ferocity, probing for weakness in Rohan's borders, and upsetting the stability of the region. The rise of our ruler, Mayor of Michek Davig, will try to suggest shoring up the defenses of key strategic points in the Shire. We shall not do that. We're gonna go high eco, try to build up on, try to rely on mercs. For over a century, the land of Rohan has remained clear of the threat posed by the orcs. King Theoden the 17th, King of Rohan, has proved himself bent in battle against the orc menace. Let us hope the forces of darkness do not take advantage of this destruction. Oh, Theoden is only 38 years old. He did look rather young. Wow, he does look rather young, and he did got younger. What I wanted to say when corruption has disappeared from him. Why am I going down? Low Senate support. Fucking Senate. The share proposes owners. We want investment. Share gains small owners. Yes. Okay, I'm happy to. Oh, what else can I do here? Missing public gardens, pace 39. People are. Gardens Federation's influence. Founders Union. Yeah, we're not gonna press any of those. Stone Senatorial War Council. Converting to big folk? What the heck is that? Okay. Regardless, we are allowed to import more shit. So we shall. And what is Glass gonna give us? Upper try happiness? Sure, I can take that. Slaves, tribal, middle. Not this time. Thank you, Untying Devotion. Cool. There's no silver, so it doesn't matter to the pace. We have to keep our capital, make sure it's secure from starving. We are now importing food from local or foreign provinces. Cool. We definitely need to found a city. We have the gold. Just need a bit of points. But first, oratory. Only corruption. Loyalty crop. Or this shit, which we're never gonna use. Well, it's important our admirals and generals do not revolt against us, I suppose, so we shall take that. And I just collecting enough 50 points to start funding our city. Well. Oh, I become just cool. Saruman's Isengard. The fortress of Isengard with its Imperator tile called Ortnak was built by the Immerorians in the Second Age. It was abandoned after the Great Plague, with the surrounding area eventually becoming a base for the Wildmen of Dunland, who used it to raid Rohan. After returning from distant lands in the east, Samantha White was given the keys to Isengard's tower by the Steward of Gondor in exchange for guarding the western borders of Gondor. At first, Saman was merely one warden of the tower, however, as his pride began to grow, he eventually became the de facto ruler of Isengard. Surely nothing wrong is gonna happen out of that. Surely. You. I won't mind invading you. Elves. Imperator, a trader from the City of Dale, has arrived at a... It's Dale. No. Imperator, a trader from the City of Dale, has arrived at our capital offering a major of Michigdavi via Whitefoot, a gift of toys and richly decorated bells. Trader claims it is a friendly gesture to thank the Shire for its continued good relations and future trade opportunities. After slaying the dragon Smaug, Bart Bowman built the great city of Dale. Dale's toy market is not a wonder of the north, and the city has once again begun to sell its renowned bells. Located between the Sorrento and city of Erebor and the trading settlement of Lake Town, it is perfectly located to prosper. Pop growth for 12. Eh, that doesn't really give me much. Yeah. Give me the money. Yeah, gonna pocket that. So you can get rid of stupid warning. And just keep on going. It's slowly going to fix itself. Traveling healer. Traveling healer has come to the Shire, supposedly brought here by remorse of a worship of Abbott. Sakvi has been traveling around the Swadling House, helping the locals. Cool. Meter expenses are already going up pretty nicely. What is it? Traditions. I find some really funny ones. Orc traditions. Enslavement efficiency to lower trials will appear instantly. So slavery becoming a slaving state, that definitely sounds funny to me. We have the money, we're just really waiting on the points to do what we want to do. Messengers bring bad news from Gondor. Lady Finas of Dol Amrod, the wife of King Dentor of Gondor, has died. After the birth of her second son, Faramir, 5 years ago, Lady Finas' health has dwindled, so we probably have like 20 years or so. Like, what could be Faramir? 25, 30? He's relatively young, isn't he? With the death of his wife and mother of his beloved oldest son Boromir, another king that was ushered off his former self, unrest and instability sweeps across Middle-earth. A good same fucking thing, isn't it? Let us hope they fall to chaos. It'll be more amusing that way. Gondor will need to fall, most likely. Our organizers of one as a took us friends far outside our borders, often trying to use her network to the advantage of our nation. She believes her friendship with the essence of Greenland will put them in use to increase their opinion of us. All we would have to do is send some of our wealth her way, and she will try to improve it. Nope. We don't care about this. Eventually, Greenland should become a... Like, eventually I need to march down here, and if I want to annex this land, I most likely have to kill Rohan and Gondor, right? But if I'm in the way, like, I basically have to gobble up these guys on the road. One thing I'm definitely hoping for is if the war breaks out, then we might get refugees, and we can start building an army out of that. Oh, by the way, thinking about it. Thanks. Where is it? Culture. One location is at the capital. Is there no more map modes available? Looks like not. I wanted to see where the barbarian camps are. I just noticed that this is... Hang on. It's not a barbarian camp. An idiot. But they may not have any barbarian camps. It's not needed. Anyway, a herald has delivered the word from an abduction attempt of elegant banks in the capital, Michel Daving. The guards have sent to arrest those believed to be involved in the abduction, found suspect building empty. A large stone altar dedicated to Melkor was found on our premises. That appears to have been prepared for blood sacrifice. Okay, a practice common with the cult of Melkor. England Banks believes she was targeted due to her public worship of Eru, Imperator. Yeah, powers to act against the cult of Melkor. Cult of Melkor, what? Well, I suppose I just have to take the tyranny and stab hit. Event of human sacrifice could fit our new empire. It's human, not hobbit. Where's Isengard, by the way? Isengard is over there. It is Isengard. Where is the forest? Great forest where the trans come down. But Balin's colony. We have received word from the mountains of Moria. A company of dwarves led by Balin of the House of Turin has recaptured the eastern section of Khazad-dûm from the Orcs of Moria. The Underground Kingdom was once the grandest of all dwarf mansions, expanding and thriving for thousands of years. Majority of Kingdom's wealth came from the deep mithril mines, which eventually unleashed a Balrog terror, driving the dwarves out of their home. Bain has taken the title Lord of Moria and found the treasure of Durin's Axe, a great heirloom of the dwarves. Cool. And you produce wild games, so they still have my mithril I'm buying. One city, two cities, 3, 5. Should have 5 cities. I had to make these big capital points of a province to become a city. Fortified. That is. In definitely elves. Yeah. My elves. How are you? Girlfriend love it. How's the technology grow, by the way? Bunch of family. Manga after round took family has took family has taken to offer us the support of family's vast network of contracts in a bit to better reorganize our bureaucratic system. It is curious that she would approach us now. Indeed, some might wonder what the aim of this offer might really be. Surely ask that we issue a proclamation in extreme gratitude for the loyalty of the family of Took. Province loyalty. We'll be unable to act against the Tooks. You know what? Sure. I'm curious if the Took family can take over our kingdom. It would be really amusing. Slowly, support of the Senate is fixing itself. Money is flowing in. Don't spend anything on army right now. It's all just wages. We're soon gonna have enough points to start. And still a couple of Mantic. Come on. Umbar at war, hang on. Traders bring word of a destructive war between Umbar and the neighbor Hardim countries. Trade among the Great Sea of Belgar will be harshly affected, because it's now led by King Sakoton are slavers who have raided the coast of Middle-earth for centuries. Umbar had declared its allegiance to the Dark Lord of Mordor after he revealed himself in 951. Umbar is defeated, the threat of courses in East and Sea will be removed, bringing growth and prosperity to all. Let's wait and see how this develops. It's messing with my trade a little bit, but we have it. I will need to import stone, that's interesting. But am I have to? I must have a granary. Okay, we'll definitely do that. And I definitely just have to build it like this. There's no special event in there. So the great city is started its development. those are both shit cohorts. Let's see. A scandal. Ah, it's one of the usual one. Let's just have him flogged, I don't care. Unless I don't. What I was looking at. Mercenaries. What can I even get? Heavy infantry, light infantry. So I can. Maximum mercenaries is 1, so I could get ourselves 800 men at maximum apparently. Yeah. So armies. Oh, hello! I can get Uruk infantry. Okay, that's funny. Yeah. Getting these will not be bad. They come with a supply train. But I could get Uruk heavy infantry. That's amusing. More population growth. Might get a couple extra pops out of it, and we have enough gold right now, and we're building city anyway. So I don't need this. Research points would not be bad, let's be honest. Discipline is worthless to us unless we are at war. And then we definitely were gonna try to get this. So until then we really just need to slowly build up our city and hope to be ready for war. By eco ways. Then how do we increase number of armies support? How do I... Let's go up a where to running out funds. Assist consequences. Can I somehow increase the amount I'm allowed to have? Cool, Undying Devotion is good. We will need more mercenary armies because we can't rely on our own troops. Where could I get it? Probably not religious. Get more Roman power will not be bad. We might ignore this entire tree altogether. We're gonna go civic really heavily. Plus investment cost. But for now, I really just try to get these two. Because that monthly influence will absolutely be amazing for us to try to push out. Yeah, I'm busy, aren't I? I need 80 anyway. Forgot how to build site. Maybe I need a city for it. I'm basically thinking about the possibility of building a wonder if I'm building up so much money. It will only be a couple thousand each climbing quickly. Ah, it's finally ready. Be an action for the next mayor of. Oh, there you go. Don't care. If we lose the election, who gives a fuck? Somebody else gonna be in power, right? Sure, have that. He's shit at command, at fighting, but everything else is good. Yeah, and we know that we need to build a granary. That was a mission, so let's just issue it. 3 marketplace, trading camp. Porter to Baggins. Give me the 50 gold. Portlow. Great one, this is what I'm looking for. Okay. Let's go. Everything good. Let's see how expensive we can make this shit. Give me more gold. This will cost us 5,600. How do I make it better? This increasing that's a great modern ages, and by using better construction materials, high precision names, more powerful effects. Okay. There's definitely some good stuff here. Basically, we can't build it anyway, but it's good to keep in mind. And not to become before transport systems. Population province of West gains fruit of the land. Cool. Logistics Bureau, I need to have pension. What the fuck is a Logistics Bureau? No idea. I have to find it, do I? Where the fuck would you put it? How would you hide it? What I have empty slot. I can have it. Yeah, at this point, what else can I do? Could start building up the city, of course. What do I want to build? I think you want here. Want me to import stone? I can definitely do that. Definitely want me to have a marketplace. Definitely do that. More taxation, please. Who cares about prosperity, the prominence and stuff? Just give me the money that builds buildings. Okay, we're getting a new pop relatively quickly, and I can state motion allowed. It's amusing. Okay. That's gonna do. Local research point. Civilization. Getting more science doesn't sound bad. You can be clicked. You can be clicked. What do I need for a bus in Metropolis? 400 and 100 points. Can definitely afford to do that as soon as we have the dip points. Oh, not dip points. Political points. Thinking about an EU4 term still. Just preparing for the war. It's gonna be a huge issue with this kind of penalty. The funny thing is that they're taking penalty against themselves as well. 19%. Industries folk of Michigan have excelled themselves, contributing their own personal funds to the infrastructure of their fine city. We hope this attitude can be mirrored by some of our lesser subjects. Wonderful. Plus one granary could be useful. Sure, give me plus one granary. Right now we should just try to rush this down into Manga Metropolis. Start building up these other things. Try to make a couple big cities. Okay, cool. Military rations. +4 pop. It's not really. I mean, migration action is actually good. Field Academy. But this one definitely gonna give us more science. We open like science, so let's have it. It's just a nothing event, isn't it? Give me another 15 gold. Just pile up the cash. Omen, give me more pops. Sting short sword. Points of loyalty. For happiness. Yellow skin book, what the heck is it even? The library has been built. And we're ideally gonna need more, a lot more science. Be very pleased if you do not grant him an office soon. The Whitefoot has been becoming increasingly restless of late. He believes that his stature is deserving a key role in our government. He has approached our assembly, insisting that we bestow such a role upon him. Indeed, given his prominence, perhaps we should consider this carefully. Well, Whitefoot. You're 82-year-old, actually. You're a good statesman, and you're apparently healthy. Civilization change. There you go. Got it. Not just this thing guy still pissing away, being pissed at us. Your wife is settling into his role well, but he is of the belief that this was only befitting a man of his status. He has decided to show his gratitude. I think a small donation to the state. Thank you, buddy. If you wanna buy states, just come to us. You shall be a citizen, don't worry. Oh, sorry, Metropolis. So give me that. Oh, I need to have 80 pops to do this. Never mind then. If that's the case, I should just import or import route. Okay, let's say that you are an equal place. Maybe I should upgrade you. Like, I need to start turning all of these into cities. You got a plus a little bit of halfling infantry. Ready? Now I certainly need stone for this mission. Well, nobody's willing to trade it though. So it's actually not possible for me to do that, buddy. local manpower. That won't be so bad. For promotion speed. Can't have plot either. Definitely not Mithril because that's really lucky that we managed to snipe that. Ship damage done, so that's kind of pointless. Leather. Halfling infantry defense. Oh, yep. That should do us. Okay, that's +1 trade. The Orc Scout. Okay. A filthy pro-legged Orc Scout has been caught infiltrating our border in Nagelin. While Gazmus Sakab is refusing to talk, the patrol that found him reported he was looking for victims in our border. He has been overheard mumbling in black speech, language used by the orcs of Mordor. Mithril Brandok insists the orc is integrated. So we might have useful information. Interrogate the fucker. Orcs in our land already? Saga with the orcs cut, we caught in it has provided a wealth of information about Mordor's military during interrogations. Some of what was revealed to the interrogations indicates ramblings of a mass orc mobilization. What can't the Shire do against such reckless hate? This information may be useful. Oh, lovely. I need 8. 80. Okay. Excellent. More taxes. We have to use money as our shield. Not that Mithril from Khazad-dûm is worth 2.25. I really do not want to lose that. That's absolutely amazing that we got that. When I can have military tradition. Hang on, these are locked. Oh. Yeah, I'm not actually allowed to have these because I'm not orc. And they made it pretty unseeable, little lock on it. Okay, army attraction, mountain combat bonus. 2 free province investments, that's good. Province import routes, supply train cost. Monthly cost. Ace worth of ranks. Yeah, that's not gonna worth anything. A bit middle trier up here in middle. Okay, you give me middle triers. 2 nobles. 2 innovations. That's 5 discipline. Suppose I'm gonna have you. Level 14, that's gonna be useful, but not just yet. Okay. I'll also be right back. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm back, and let's continue. Alright. Let's see, what else can I do? Only one little populace here. At least it's slowly going to work itself up. Let's hope that we can colonize as many provinces as quickly as we can. We definitely should spread out. Oh, Isengard! You grown big, boy. You didn't even pay attention. What? 8 Venus! Fuck you. Maya. Scholar. Ambitious. Saruman, okay, just Saruman. Bunch of family. Yeah, we did this last time. Well, why the fuck not? Little known woman by the name of Diamond Baggins. Others said Senate recently denounced the poor performance of the material bands of a key member of our government. The upstart Diamond claims that she herself would be a better candidate for the role. After the address, Diamond reinforced her argument with the offer of a sizable bribe for a granting of the position for her. Okay. First sheriff, what the fuck is a first sheriff? Okay, your military. 7 versus 10. You have 4 more statesmanship, so eventually she will become better. Oh, that's army tradition. And I do like this mentality. How quickly you can. It changes. Okay, so basically 100 mountain, you will be fine. And I have a scorned family now. The Baggins are Porto Baggins. Okay, that's aggressive. That's aggressive thingy. That's irrelevant to us because we don't really do anything right now. Scored family. I could just have you. Also, you're absolute garbage in a roll. Party approval, that's actually important. Any Baggins, that's ruler hat, we don't care about that. You will be good. If our ruler dies, he dies and then gets somebody else. Irrelevant. Plus it's an election system, right? The question is, which one should be the next city? You're making honey. Definitely could turn you into a city. And this should be a fort as well. Okay, lose 18. Lower it to him. Party House shall be a bigger city. Has Baldin's... I think Baldin's colony have fallen. Hang on, Mordor, did you just wage war? Okay. This is going to be a challenging task. We also need to change the laws here and there. That's good too. We need to prepare for Mordor's plans. But he's already at war. Don't care about that. Already attacking Nun and Jengawar. And this is just a temporary thing. I'm pretty sure tomorrow we're gonna push through them. But initially we just must build up economically, that's just unavoidable. Because our troops are so shit. Military attack 2 and 16 pops. I'm just what this is for. Trigger this. Might break away from the Rangers if I do this. If you make it known you can't tell tolerance between men and elves are dead and that you will not shy away from conflict if need be, then this will make a lot of people nervous. It hasn't. It will also allow you to war on your old allies once truce is expired. Not this time. Am I free? Am I still part of this? Shire still enslaved by those fuckers. More automaty has greater than 200 territories, ranges just the north. Cool. See. I'll break away. How do I? Make Ranger Protectorate status? Yep. Why? Oh, I become a tyrant, cool. Okay, maximum mercenary army is increased, levy size, threshold for civil war -3. More political influence. Okay. Aye. Basically means that you fucker need to be appraised. Just give you free hands, you fuck off. Import. Get the hand bonus, but it's not really good. It's only just annoyingly not available. I can get as much food as I want, really. What's the archers and get the ship bonus, but we're not gonna have any ships for basically for most of the game. Sometimes to just get some more livestock. Actually, that's for promotion, so yeah, let's go to you. Shire is free. Shire fortunes are rising. Over time, our republic has achieved both greater wealth and power. Usually we have relied on stability, valor, and dignity for ancient and humble families. And with rising fortune, there is also ample opportunity for new men of quality to rise beyond their birthright. Contrasts certainly have when aspiring to join elites, and there are certainly some families that the parties in our Senate would like us to favor. We support a candidate endorsed by their parties. It is just as certain that this will upset the current balance of power in the Senate. Among those that aspire to greatness, there is also Sam Underhill, a man who has achieved great power without the support of the parties and who will jump at the opportunity to prove himself. I already have Will Whitefoot. Also in family in the Shire. Rugidor. Rob. Will Whitefoot is already part of it, so let's just have him. I don't care about it. And the Tukes are a bit too overpowered. On the Whitefoot's needs. You're good at that. I like you where you are. We can change you, and we need Whitefoot. And you're loyal, so you can have it. $900 so we are going in the right path. We are growing in power rapidly. Nine pops. Outgoing migration. This is Sam Underhill has been a constant on the side of Adair Meyer of Richard Devig for some time now. First, therefore, a source of some interest when his entire estate was engulfed in a raging for just last night. This morning, Sam appeared before the Senate on his knees, beseeching us to offer assistance in rebuilding his blackened wreck of an estate. Surya Fu, you are a nobody. So give me yet more taxes. Let's use this. Now the thing is nearly ready. Need more of these points, aren't I? Actually, I will be able to start constructing something really good. But until then, just slowly piling up. Dorian. Yeah, they got themselves another 400 pops in a couple years. At least I'm allowed to go to war, right? I could say Withhold would come to your defense. Nobody would come to your defense. No provinces which we could conquer in a war that we could fabricate a claim upon. On range or yeah. Right, I'm only able to declare on you. So war is still impossible for us to wage. Definitely straight up putting there a fort. What do we want here? Okay, you can have my honey. Definitely not academic, it's not an academic city. Our Scots and traders have brought word that Barrow, by its evil spirits usually seen inhabiting Barrow Downs of Erdor, spotted hunting areas close to our borders. These beings of darkness were created by the Witch King of to prevent resettlement of the destroyed Imperial Kingdom of Cardolan. Shadowy figures with gleaming eyes, the Barrow is appeared at first appears at night near ancient burial mounds, back to the King of Men from the first stage. Okay. How do I gonna war? We need more. It's really annoying that there's no pops available here. So basically, only allowed to go to war with Breland right now. And if we do that, we are fucked. Because these fuckers. Would love to go to war, but really win it. Fucking Aragorn is over there as well. 25 military thing as well. Yeah, we would lose. We're gonna get ourselves a fort here. We'll get myself a fort city here as well. I think this is gonna be a science one. This is our frontline province. Local based trade route. Not sure what I should build. Have two good spots. There is cool. I'm actually gonna build a granary because I will need some level of more food in this province, certain, for siege purposes. Points and 2 we currently can actually have 2 forts. Oh, hang on, assassination attempt! In a frantic turn of events, an attempt was made upon our mayor of Mitra this evening. Hero himself must have been smiling upon us as Romic Panic must have Buckland managed to escape unharmed through the hidden door in his bedroom. After being interrogated, it's clear Tussin was being financed by Mordor. Government officials are calling for swift retribution. Interrogating prisoner Tussin. Sends assassins back to Mordor. Sent to Mordor. Get us in and keep his secret. He's killed until his body is destroyed. I don't care about Mordor losing opinion. Let's interrogate anyway. We want to know what Mordor knows. Might get more military experience. And we definitely want more military traditions. Oh, I'm getting 150, okay. Assassin that recently tried to assassinate my the mayor. Fuck's sake. These are such a difficult names to say. As died during interrogation, he revealed nothing about Mordor or how he gained entry to the mayor of bedroom. However, he did reveal the location of a large sum of money. Well, 150 gold, definitely worth it. Probably should just get myself a new... Oh, I can have more building slots again. Let's have here in a library. Surely I can soon get ourselves another trade route. War with Marconi sounds really difficult, but somehow you need to break out this cage that we are in currently. Make 14. Need more. Okay, anyway, laws. What I could change. It's double increase. Ready actions. Change guard policy cost. Time limit. We get some happiness out of that one. A lot of these are civic, so there's not much to do here in... Oh, thank you for the money. And let's have another import route. I suppose after I can construct another city. But that has to be a fort. Just unavoidable. That's a fort city. Hopefully eventually we're gonna have more pops to work with here. But not just two cities. It's come to your attention from a... But our magistrate has begun worship the court of Malcolm. Porter Begins has been trying to convert others to the in the Shire. Was so far unsuccessful to follow the teachings of Dark Lord Morgoth. When questioned on the matter, he fully admitted to these allegations and offered adoration as compensation. Religious freedom, everyone, as long as you pay up. curious what's gonna happen if I end up being converted to Mordor religion. Still no stone available, which is quite a sad fact. But marble is available. What's iron? Wanted tyranny. It's not actually that terribly great, but it would give me a bit money. Suppose I should just take. But this might give me some combat bonus down the line. We shall buy it. How's technology-wise we're doing? Rebellions has continued to spread the teachings of the cult of Makor, leading the rise of in a number of followers in capital of Shidon, while allowing Porto Rebellions to share his voice seemed innocent enough initially. It has recently been reported that he is now strongly advocating for blood sacrifices to be allowed in the capital. Westwood may be able to press Porto Rebellions to stop this foolishness. Get sent to prison, this made this nation. Into jail with you! And I suppose I'm gonna put this person in. 1,000 gold. That's at least pretty decent because we're soon gonna be able to build a wonder. Actually need to think about it. But I cannot see it properly. So I need to view. Just need settings. Overlay. Just have to move. I just have to move the overlay a little bit. Why can't I do it? There are no available building slots. Oh! I must have a building slot. And I can colonize territory. Okay. We definitely colonize everything that is possible. Lack of governor. Sure, you can have it. Look at that, we are growing at least somewhat. On fur, on grain. Plus on fur doesn't sound bad, to be honest. Oh! War! Mordor vs Gondor broke out. The war between Gondor led by King Denethor and Mordor led by Sauron Melkor was inevitable. After returning to Mordor in of Third Age Dark Lord Sauron began breeding immense armies of orcs and building great forges of war. Gondor, the most populous and powerful kingdom of men in Middle-earth, has experienced a long period of decline after civil wars, plagues, and Easterling invasions diminished in its military might. A war of its magnitude has the potential to destabilize the world as we know it, will likely weaken the two permanent powers of Middle-earth. Could back Gondor. It's a bit Battlefield sweet. Wait and see how this up. I think I'm just gonna wait. I'm actually pretty worried about Mordor now because looks like they are just gonna overrun everyone. Brandy Hawk prospers. Yep, give me 2 more pops. That was really, really needed. If that's the case that I can get this kind of events, I should definitely try to build up to other cities. I definitely want to colonize more. Number of pops 5. This actually somewhat sounds feasible. Hang on, light infantry and archers? We have a real armed forces. Actually, let's look at what they actually know. Okay, friends across border. Yeah, don't give a fuck. Well, the archer's definitely good. And it's more troops in the first place, so let's just be happy that we have something. The war between Mordor and Gondor has been ongoing for many months, both nations suffering horrific casualties. In the Targaryen of Gondor has been sending envoys to every corner of the world requesting support, while Asami has promised great power and unmeasurable wealth to those willing to provide Mordor with reinforcements. Since are sent to Gondor to bolster their force and ensure victory. For now, I think I'm gonna give Gondor my support. Thousand men we will not need to use for a while. Because we want this war to be everlasting, don't we? We only have 300 men, so realistically, Mordor should just run through them. Oh, that's Minas Morgul. If they would build a fort here, so at least forest terrain. Oh god, it's winning there a little bit. But ideally, we really should just want a stalemate here. While hopefully refugees will start appearing, which we can draw for war. Oh, hang on. Breen is... Isengard! You're being invaded. Province. Okay, I have to jump on possibility. Once I actually clicked it, we're going to discipline. Mercenaries. You will be far away. Range of the North. What's fight well against Range of the North? Oh, 83%. Okay, it's probably have to be these guys. Or it's even more of you. Yeah. That was the army. You are heading to the Shire. I need one more Elven army. It's 400 there. 4. Right people for the right job, right? If you're lucky, we can really squeeze them. Okay, 2 armies. You should be even able to afford all of them. And if you're lucky, we can capture Bream. North Farling. Just lose the food, I don't care. Need my 2 armies to be here as quickly as physically possible. Because we're soon gonna have an opportunity to strike straight where we can claim ourselves a little bit more pops. Freeze, I assume. Okay, you're gonna give me some level of real forces, not hobbits. Okay, morale is going upwards. Yeah, everything is good. Oh, Condor is actually doing well. I did give him some support. That might have been enough. So for now, we're not gonna support anything more there. So, okay, has proven be consciousness candidate as Major Downey, previously an unspoken critic of the government. He was spoken with contempt during the meeting of the Senate. All were surprised, therefore, when he was elected the rule of shire, casting aside any notions properly and yes. With such an underwhelming popularity amongst elites, it is hard to see how Ferris will get anything done. Okay, Roman Master Buckland has been concentrating inside of the before September. It was therefore just when it was engulfed. Your party leader. I will help you out for now. Your army is ready. You you can have your position. soon ready to attack. Scientific breakthrough. Shire gains 85% oratory advance progress. Shire goes. Yeah, that just gain 5% without any issues. 1, 2, raise. Okay. 2 warmen. These guys will work well together, hopefully. Can't merge them annoyingly. Okay. You are going to touch. Probably just you. What is this level? +1 free innovation. Okay, Marshall, can I quickly get something? I could get you. Or just save it civic. And try to. Gonna get 1, 2, 3 soon. Actually, that might be better if I want to 1, 2, 3 it. Gonna take that. So I have 7,000 men, but Isengard is pushing heavily. And ideally we just try to grab some provinces quickly. How long is this? Take Buckland. Fuck it, we're doing it now. Actually, no, not yet. Because the morale there is still a bit shite. Fuck it. Do it now. Still 1,000 men. It is. Let's quickly capture this. And then try to capture Bree instead. I need to hurry, even though I have some Elvish troops that can really damage these guys, although they have 15,000 men or something. Just gonna quickly conquer this. And then try to siege it. 3 forts though. That's gonna be a bitch. Let's try to do this quick. Come on, Aragorn, it's time for you to lose. And just have that. Well, I can have an import. good. I don't have +1. Oh, I can have the stone. Definitely want the stone. That should look on me before defenders off. Let's try to do that. I need 60 military experience, which I no longer have, because I spent it. I should have plenty after I take this over quick. Come on, quickly. We need this. Isengard will... Oh, Rangers of North is actually invading pretty heavily there. So I should try to piece out quickly. If you can get the capital, that surely it's going to be great. 17 pops as well. Come on, give it that province. I have 7,600 men. Don't have that much. I give it +50. That will come in handy. Oh, lovely. Siege of Bree and it's spreading like wildfire. Okay, you have 1 fort. Try to quickly besiege it. Other house of food. It's one of them only has 4. I'll quickly try to take them. Because it's less of city war, hopefully it's gonna last. Yeah, it's... Oh, hang on, you are... something bullshit there, buddy. How much defenses this guy has? Guess it's 200 only there. You know what, we are going to abandon the siege. Quickly kick those guys out. Okay, food-wise, are you... territory? Are you going to refill your food? Let's say here. Yes, you are. A little bit now, I'm just gonna try to chase you out. The Ortagon gains fortress. Ortagon? What the fuck is that? Oh, he was 1 of 4 there. Nah, it's... Give me the money. Don't need that fort. I'm gonna have to be right back because I have a call. Yeah. Hello? Just a second, I'll be back. Okay, sorry about that. They tried to call me in on like currently there's like a little for I made a job offer that they haven't like I want to renegotiate like how much I will be getting, but they haven't even replied to it. So I'm definitely not in a mood to do them any favors. I'm actually kind of thinking about leaving the company and get a new job. But yeah. How many defenses you have now? 300, man. I suppose I can stay here a couple days. Just try to recharge our food supplies. We have the fort. Beginning war score. What can I get? They would not accept this one right now. But I think we can get more. +1 innovation, good. Which means I should get myself more active drills. The plane fight. You're locked in. I should win this one easily. Hello there. Come on. Should be a victory. Should be easy-ish. But a lot of them are hobbits, aren't they? That's your problem. Okay. Yeah, despite our strength, it's from quite the cost. Oh, hang on. You are trying to do bullshit here. You would accept if I just take these, and I could just jump out of this war. That won't be bad. Isengard, are you? The war with Isengard is over, so I should just take my wins. Okay, and that means mercenaries, you're fired. And you guys can go back home. And I even got some more archers and stuff. Oh, and you become... Ah. No, it's better. You become light infantry again. Suppose I can sell you plots. And yeah, you can take over. Well, we succeeded in our very first war. We definitely gained some pretty good stuff overall. Grand Festival. Superb. And you lot are brilliant. Hang on. Brilliant, there is a different type of pop. Which means... as a middle tire, so this means that brilliant pops will not probably into middle tire pop and to move towards settlements, right influence, protect against torture. Well, we have them. Overall, we gained a nice amount of territory. No longer. Oh, the metro is gone. Oh, you give me back my metro, thank you very much. The metro trade is good. We shall have it. Okay. Now the question is, what am I gonna do? I think I'm just gonna... well, I've won free province investment. Okay, that's definitely local trade. I have some political influence. Now you... so allied. Rangers, I need to knock you down. Okay, you gain Orator, that's fine. But I suppose I'm already committed towards active military drill, so I suppose I'm just gonna get these two. Shame of a governor. The midst of follows Rega Grab, one of our most esteemed governors, have had a lavish party. Even his most loyal subordinates were shocked by this display of contempt for the plight of their common man. Have written directly to us demanding that some man of justice to be served. Yeah. Fuck popularity. As they mention Brad Stump. Can have you this inventions second of the first civic trade. Okay, let's take a look at it. You want me to do that, so that's gonna be two investment. Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, somebody died, and I need Whitefoot family. Alright, you Whitefoot, in you go. Oh, I said, alright, you Whitefoot, in you go. Can have food and wild game is plentiful. A ship is possible, but archers discipline, rangers, Elvish archers discipline. Okay, we want another one as soon as possible. And have double game. Okay. Actually can go with this thing quick because I will be able to grab it in time and we're not gonna wage another war straight away. Isengard is growing. What do we have? 200 pops. Tradition wise, okay, somebody else died. It was a researcher, wasn't it? No. Still building up our vast amount of money. I need glass if I'm able to, because that's what I lost. Yeah, that's not available, of course. Nice. I can have cloth again. What's the special bonus? Oh yeah, auto attack investment. I want that. Get the wild game anytime. I need more invention points. I need a lot of everything. What do you have? You have an alliance. Cost 109, so this will be a big fight. I would want to do that fight, but I can't. Well, unless it's Earthware. I'm doing you. I didn't have airfare at all, so might as well grab it while it's possible. And as soon as we can, we are paying even more for extra trade routes. Plus 28 more. Military is not allowed to have legions yet. And did got another 5 pops, another 10 pops of these guys. Archers at least gonna do something for us. Attack. Let's have you. More of armies. Good, and Bureau of Logistics. completed, and of course it also means that I can look around again and see that there's basically only food and wild game available. Didn't want the wild game, so let's just get it. Archer's discipline plus 10%. That's really good. Might more construction spaces here. We're not gonna get them anytime soon. Sure, you can have my honey. I lose 50 no matter what I do. Or I just half flogged. Stealing money from treasury is a capital offense after all. Nah, you. Don't gonna need to discipline. Once again, I think we're just gonna go for pop growth. Actually, that is probably black lock. Gosh, don't really care. Just be wise. And hang on, Gondor. What the fuck happened here? We just won. Or oh no, I'm looking at the completely wrong area. Actually, they did win that land. So definitely not gonna support them next time. Oh, and there's a civil war. Yeah, you just need to be bribed, aren't you? Just fuck off. Have free hands to help you. Then soon we can get +1 free province investment. That will be good. Complete you. And the city walls should advance for construction. Which is in the center of the 5th row of 2nd civic tree. 5th row. It's gonna be a bit away still. Second from right, so in the 4th row. Yeah, it's gonna demand me quite a few things. I'll get leather again. They can have it because somebody else took it probably. Halfling infantry defense, that's definitely needed. need more halfling improving. So because we're just stuck with these morons. Okay, I have one more investment. Get myself plus on building slots, that doesn't sound bad. Or just go down on yet more trade. That doesn't really worth anything to me. Fourth instructional capacity. But if I can let just to get more trade. If nothing else, I could have the sheet bonus. And you can have that. I don't think the Tooks will ever betray us because they are pretty well appeased individuals. Okay, good. Okay. Plus one free one. Getting 4 there. Okay, let's see what else can I have. Get another ladder. Sheep bonus is what again? For promotion speed. Fish. So national happiness. Rain we definitely should have by some more food. Oh, that should be sheep. What would you give? Yeah, let's just have the pro promotion speed. Rushing trade. +2 building slot. You have the gold, castle, bronze, prison shrine, treasury. So your base is just gonna slowly get ready. I got the gold, so I'm happy to do it. We should curb tax and need more innovations. Mission. Get more loyalty, he's taking corruption, no thank you. Just send our delegation. If he really starts pissing us off with a bunch of shit event, we're just gonna get rid of him. Anything worth a while. Noble elite. Kill our people stuff and we don't get anything in exchange for it. Maybe size multiplier would lose half of that. Why would I take that? Like, this is good if I +5 discipline. do I need... down to recent events, personal character political mentions. The rather amusing bill has been brought before the assembly. It's in accurate detail. The curse personal habits of Mayor Vic. The bill is naturally not out of the assembly, but perpetrators refuse to come forward. How should we act? Somebody's laughing. It's fine. Probably not. It looks like I don't have to. I need 80. Well, I need 60. Plus the hobbits could appear. Shire gains 2 innovations, that would also be great. Plus 5 discipline. We need professional soldiers for this one, but it would be great. I do have 2 new building slots. Let's also image should have an average ballistic stone. Research points 1.4. I think I want an academy. Actually, even 2. Let's try to make this pretty good research city. What the hell are you? What a ranger? Alliance? Okay. Colossal bronze statue, local population happiness. Mind having more. Effective an offering. Will it do anything for us? Need more brilliant people as well. Not sure brilliant which group it belongs in the military tradition. Okay. Oh yeah, tradition of Edin. It's probably just Middle Earth traditions, which is shit. Because we would want to unlock the other ones. I really get the bonuses. And I still have a free invention. I think actually this time I'm gonna take plus a building slot. Prosperity. Give me more tax. And we are gonna take that province from you as soon as these bastards are at war. That's good. appeasing sense. No. That's what I was looking at. Trust stance. Nope. Merchantile. 25% more income. Yeah, I'm really missing something. Let's go to Mercantile. We're gonna make more money. All sanctioned. Okay. Got to plus some building slots. Okay, do I want even more? But I'm just gonna put in +1 library. Might build one more. Still have everyone on everything. Can't risk another war. Yeah, Isengard eventually will attack again. Rohan. Gondor is still alive. They actually managed to take a huge chunk of land from Mordor, which is actually attacking them. Okay, I'm going to keep my mouth shut this time. It was more from this Barch North Nation. We haven't opened this area. Cost, attraction, population, capacity. Ooh. Yeah, that area is not really good for feeding your people now, is it? Bloody corruption of our ruler messing with a point generation a little bit. But soon I can get myself 2 more. In the second civic tree. For me to get this, 1, 2, 3, 4, I would need. A bit expensive. So that's not possible. This inversion is a second. From the right in a fourth row. In the civic tree. Okay. We have tax collections. Second from the right in a fourth row. Tax collection. Second from the right. It should be this way. You know what? Curb. Want to show me? Ah, this is what you want. I definitely could do that. Major discovery. Devotion, good. Actually, I have you then. Okay, I can have you. And I suppose I'm gonna get that active drill. Just improve our military slightly. Not sure what I lost, certainly. I have glass available though. Well, I already have it. Glass is still pretty valuable. What's the bonus? Up and try happiness, sure. It's not a bad thing to have. Give me yet more pop. We need to increase my total population size as well. Suppose I can import glass. And I spent both of them, yeah. Plus 5 discipline will be pretty nice. Then can I have my second war? 20. Okay, we are going up in numbers at least. Although that's still not the right unit size, it. The power of French's North has now claimed on the province of Imperator. This is not considered us. Okay, if that's how you're thinking. I have 2. I actually have you 2. This has to be. I need those elven archers, but ideally I would need more than 400 if I can have. Is there 600? You do exist. This is definitely option 1. Is that even better? Well, no, but it's another good one with additional support trucks. Okay, you guys start marching towards the Shire. And where is the other one? 601. Let's get our army back and operational. Please do not declare just yet. Give me a little bit of time. If there's an additional fort I can have, then I'm gonna take it. Okay, there's quite a few events. I'm gonna have stone and glass. Yeah, stone and glass is not available, so what can you do? You have the game still. Honey. It's not really do anything for us. It will not do anything for us. Not hemp will not. Honey is definitely valuable, so let's have you. Annoyingly enough, the stone gone. We even have the bonus to think about it. Experience decay is not terrible, so let's just have it. We are preparing for war, so I should prepare as well. Isengard, can you attack them? Okay, some rivalry crop, which we do not care about. Oh, hang on, you raised troops. Oh, Isengard war. Perfect. That's the case. We are the ones fabricating claim on you. Let's try to get some more Greenland. They wish for war. Shall have war. Rangers to the north once again have to go all the way there. Where is... We are still oncoming. Let's arrive here soon. War is almost upon us. Get myself even more. I think I'm gonna keep the points right now. Might need it. Okay, he was a minor character apparently. Harsh. Okay, how much loyalty is going down here? What do you actually do, Ross? Jelly happiness crap. Why are you so pissed? Don't culture is not integrated. Don't actually care. Small abilities will start an integration process which when complete will give them equal rights to primary culture and protect them from assimilation. Once started, the integration process cannot be stopped, while the integration is ongoing, your country will have the following penalty. Integrated culture reduces integrated culture happens by 4. Cultures within your culture group only cost 3% if only the same races cost 3. You cannot integrate any orc culture group this way unless you are in an orc culture group yourself. Ring is the only way to do this. So yeah, promoting a new culture to noble rights, this will reduce the happiness for both one culture. And if I say creation process, you can be citizens but not nobles. Okay, let's have you. Our second army is still on the march. Last night I was took the train and caught two brute thugs on the way home. Fearing for his life, he barely managed to escape. They who should arrive to commission backland, self-avoid rebel. Look at the two very thugs who not going to the deed. Sadly, at this point, it's his work. Okay. I don't care about your prestige. What the heck is prestige even good for in this game? I kinda try to make it like Crusader Kings 2, but they kinda fucked it up, didn't they? There's a lot of details that you just don't care the slightest amount. Isengard is waging war. Oh, this should be an easy snipe hunt. They should double fort here. Are we already committed that we're gonna take this province? Okay. Slowly converting and it does costing us some stab. Both of you gonna have bigger food supplies. I suppose it's time for us to raise our levies as well and join up. And we're gonna have this guy lead. Attachment is allowed. Which one is which one? Stay there. You attach. You attach. And you are the big boy one, yeah. Good. It actually doesn't actually gonna matter who they attach to, think about it, because everyone will follow it anyway. Attach. Attach. And they're nearly ready for war, and we're just gonna quickly seize this and then this. Try to catch the bastards in two. Yeah, we're definitely gonna take it on Torre. I did got right one. To war. Okay. kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place because they keep taking Isengard's punches, and then they're taking our punches. I'm that. Too lazy to actually read it. Don't have you, don't have you, hopefully. Have a big chunk of territory fought to us. Then we probably want some rangers as well. Just a level 1 fort. Just try to quickly do this. Blitz, if you will. Once I have these guys in our chains, I might be able to have the rangers. Why did that fall at the Isengard's hand? Not sure. Die. Why am I losing? Or possibly because I don't have the war goal yet. Come on, follow Ray. Okay, let's get the next one. Points of... Yeah, you need a second fort, aren't you? That's your problem. Keep on storage. Lose... Good. Spot, rebuy. Need to care much. It's only 13 gold. Capture both of these. Right. Seven pops there. Fucking scumbag, I want that shit. It's all because the war goal is not fully in my command. It's not Julian. Cattlefolk, Rivendell. Rivendell? Whoa! Okay, I didn't notice the elves are involved. That's an annoyance. But I might still be able to just quickly get some Breland and just say fuck it, get the heck out. So if I take this land here, I'm more and more gonna be the fine line of Isengard, aren't I? Mind if they actually would beat Isengard once and take some provinces from them. Come on. Evil Half-Foot has died. Only civilization change. Nobody's busy, so just have you over there. Good. Siege 1. Now the war goal. I'm controlling the war goal, don't I? Okay, no longer importing first, it's fine. We need to occupy that province or something. Like, I have the war goal. Unless this war little province doesn't count. Quite possible actually. Import. Have another earthware. Yours has disappeared. Dies. Okay, one dies. Say that I'm gonna invest more into trade. It's 4,500 men there. I'll take it quick. Okay, 18. We have some sort of situation. Do not give a fuck. Stop picking and both can fuck off. We are coming. Where are you going? 4,600 men. You're attempting to besiege that. That will be our defeat, apparently. Missing 6 points. Why are you so strong? I have so many good units. The bulk of my force is just garbage hobbits, that's the issue. It's only a level 1 fort. Northus. I don't understand what they're offering. That's a problem. Villages of the north. Wait, hang on. On towards the shore. Probably should just. What was it, Rohavan? Just decline, it's something bullshit. Back off further, okay. Then kill those guys. +1 innovation. Spare for 4 to +5 discipline. Salvation army. Lost selection. Section of military education, great wonder effect. Definitely could use some more military education, I can feel that. And let's go away, I will do peace myself, thank you. Pretty sure I'm gonna lose this fight if those 4K arrives. Come on, you are defeated. Okay, now can I take that? Just take it and get the heck out of here. They even need great families. For a little bit they won't be happy with me. Hang on. I took Breen. But definitely not good. Military. Vigil. Here. Next time, controversies, thank you. So I already probably did it. Okay, now army. Disband all levies. And mercenaries. Fire and fire. And now we should have even more troops ready for us. That's a fucking chicken. Dorvinian. Oh god, I lost those areas. Maybe I should back you after all. Because Mordor is growing. If he's asking for another help, I will. And Isengard is gonna take a beating from the Rangers. Now what else can I do? Nothing here. I don't really care about who's in charge. Tax collection. Oh, I need to build a forum. If that's the case, I definitely need a building slot. I got a free innovation. Okay. Advanced wall construction or have that. Seventh row. What is this one? What again? Bread stamp I'm looking for. This one. That would take quite a long time to go down. Let's pop growth in a way. 3, 6, 7. So it's not a bad one to go for, but it's a bit too far away right now. But to be fair, all they're asking for me is ridiculously far away. Civic province. Do I want that? That would be the pop capacity, which is only 2.5% more. Only would be good if I really would have a couple more building slots, building up the residentials, and then it's worth it. Okay, if we have to go on so much in the military, let's well look around here. Speed, logistics. At least I know what this one really wants, so I should maybe do that. Fuck it. Just gonna go down for the advanced wall construction. At least we have a goal then. We need more invention points. Isengard is losing, or yeah, Rages to the North is winning it. That's fine because the Shire is growing ever stronger. And you lot, 76 fox actually, you're a bit bigger. Oh, and I needed a 4 on the tie. Food. Just got it. Not sure what my big reward is going to be for this, but hey ho, who knows? Vegetable. Move slave, because we don't really moving slaves. I know I could move them about and create additional trade goods. I know about that kind of play, but not sure what the exact I need and that kind of stuff, so I'm not actually interested in doing that. Right, yo. Sheep is still the most valuable one. Local tribes don't happen, so we're not exactly aiming for it to be much of a tribe appeasal. But appeasing the middle triad doesn't sound so bad, so let's have you. That makes sense to me at least. Then maybe having a second one. Get the second fish. Empower is recovering. Chef Governor. They're in the province of Perimeter receives the funk. Yeah, you just go on. You have to resign. And you can have it right back. Schonwald, try for harsh treatment, thank you. Okay, good, you are appeased. And everyone is happy in our land, except victims of the flogging. I'm gonna swear I'm somehow getting +1. Oh well. Suppose I can have more from you, and I just need to, as much of League City subjects. Yeah, I don't care. Free province investment's good. A large selection of fertile nation, great wonder effect. That sounds good. Anyway, we completed Central Forum. We're gonna get 2 more pops. What do you need? Husk, Court of Law. Court of Law, what the hell is it? Where is this Court of Law thing that it's talking about? Or is it a trait that the character might have to have? Oh well. No resource silver, so we don't need to worry about that. The conquest has gone well so far, but we're still quite far away to bring Mordor to its knee. Veterans on move. Okay, getting some maximum power on some tax. Sounds sobered. Lovely. Getting our 2 hobbits. Hang on, Court of Float, there might be a building. Yes, it is. Okay, so I just need to squeeze together a bit of political influence to get an extra building, so don't just build it. $20 gold. Yeah, give me the 2 pops, thank you very much. Brandy Hall is prospering nicely. Oh, look at this, we're no longer getting so many garbage halfling infantry. Great, we're getting light infantries. Look at these horrible penalties. Rangers of the North, which we are constantly have to be at war with, just 57% less. Against them, it's only 27% less, so at least it's an improvement. Light cavalry getting murdered by them, though. Just somebody died. I need. You can have it. Who cares about you? Martial advance, good. Let's get you. We can have this one, which is part of the mission that we have to complete. And meanwhile, how's our truce? Truce, but I can't see. 24, so in 1 year there is going to possibly there's going to be more war. That's an annoyance. But I need the elves for certain. I need to take this war as serious as I can. And fuck me. Did you just took over Isengard? Mercenaries? Right, you. 400. Not the dwarves are not so bad either. Need these Elvish archers really to combat what they have. %21% superior. Okay, this will be a massive army to be fair. But always not superior. What we're really looking for. Ninjas of the North. Right, person for right job, that's what you have to go for here. It's again the same 2 army here that I hired last time. Versus 83. It's 800 of you. Any more Avalon forces? And no, I think I just forced to hire those 2 guys. Back again. Recruit. Welcome to the army. Welcome to the army. I just must have them. Oh, both of you are there. Okay. Both of you come down. War has broken up between Ron and Isengard. Gondor is too busy preparing for war with Mordor to have their friends. Okay, Isengard is dead. Yeah, you're preparing for war as well. Gonna keep that hill fort, I think. But it's good that we're having some 33%, a bit worse. 77%. Oh, you changed back to hobbits. Fuck you. Fighting with hobbits is garbage. Guess I can have you. I must have a Grand Theater meanwhile. Okay. Might as well get the next building slot. Just take that. Just leave me alone. But this time they will not be fighting Isengard now, will they? Oh, I can colonize. Of course, we shall take the province we can. Build landed estates. Okay. We'll keep those two mercenaries as a standing army. I just have to. Sanctioned. Good. On 90. The Grantator. When can I build a Grantator? Economic integration. Cultural economic integration. With civic. We'll have you soon. Does it help at all? Not really. It could be oratory. Ah, it's here. Okay, so I have one more building slots. If that's the case, what am I gonna use it for? We just strengthen our fortifications. It is our capital. Or just take even more research, which is actually what I'm going to go with. Haven't declared war just yet. What you're just gonna have so many pops, I can feel it. Of course, we're gonna have you. Can I have a new province with Shah? Did you give me? Last one game. These guys are slowly growing as well. Manpower is recovering and political culture, religion, holy site, trade goods, supply, fortifications. Okay, how are you doing tech wise? Attack 5? Shite! Okay, a lot of people are being appeased and stuff, or I just have a lot of people be appeased. They managed to weaken them, and Isengard should be losing. Actually, they're not that terribly worse off in pop-wise. Lorien is being invaded, and isn't Lorien these bastards ally? No, it's Rivendell. Pop growth. If I can get better infantry and better everything. I don't want hobbit forces, I need something that can fight against these guys. Like, even 27% is actually absolutely horrifying how bad it is. Let's be honest. You guys are ready to go if I need to call you in. Oh, there's another army here that could be good. Or there. Need more mercenary. What else could I do? Isengard is fighting, but I don't see actual fights with Rohan. Meanwhile, Gondor is at war with these guys again. This is interesting because these guys are kind of keeping each other out. I do. Hang on. I haven't done city walls, that's the issue. Oh, I will need to have a training camp as well. Okay, and it's not actually a bad idea to build it. Let's invest into that. We apparently have full approval of everyone. Control, traditional beliefs. On power plus 15. It's control, do enough freaking cost. This actually doesn't look bad. You might want this for the 15% extra for manpower. And you guys have not declared war at all. Oh! You're actually at war. Who are you at war with? Okay, you're being invaded again. That's good to hear. Because that gives us an opportunity to invade them in return. And hopefully see some of their troops, because they're amazing compared to ours. I think culture-wise. Okay, you are appeased. No idea who the heck you guys are. Suppose you can be up a trial. And I think I'm also going to go for my lunch break. So I will be back with this stream in the afternoon. Until then, it's cheers and cheerio.